What is up YouTube? The penultimate set for Sword and Shield is finally upon us. Today I shall be opening 10 packs of Lost Origins and revealing my 5 best, most anticipated cards. The search for the Ancient Destroyer, that is Giratina, is on. Let's go! Oosh. Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pecs and Pokédex. I'm Cal. Here is a place where you'll be finding us giving away weight training tips, opening Pokemon booster boxes, booster packs, and giving away the rare cards that we pull. So our most recent winner was Victorious Macaroon. Congratulations my guy or girl. He or she had the opportunity to pick any of the rare cards that we pulled in our most recent booster pack openings, and they picked the alternate art Palkia. Let's see their reaction. Yes guys, so Victorious Macaroon did win a Origin form alternate art Palkia, which was a very nice card indeed. We did send that card out to him completely free of charge. If you want to put your name into our next entries for future giveaways, then please be sure to smash that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's open our 10 packs and reveal our most anticipated 5 cards for Lost Origin. Let's go. So let's do this by opening our first 2 packs before revealing our first most anticipated card. Barbacool, Bonkro, Lost Vacuum. Oh, Drapion V-Star! Nice. So, in our first 2 packs, guys, we did pull a Drapion V-Star. Drapion V, which evolves from Drapion V-Star, is actually on my list of most anticipated cards for Lost Origin. So, let's start off with Drapion V as one of our most anticipated cards for Lost Origins. Here's why. Its ability, Wild Style. This Pokemon's attack costs 1 less energy for each of your opponent's Single Strike, Rapid Strike, and Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. In addition to that, for 4 colorless energy, it can do Dynamic Tail for 190 damage. This attack also does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, and that could be any Pokemon. This card screams a counter Mew, and as we all know, Mew has been a pesky nuisance in this current meta. However, with Drapion V, we do have a way to get rid of those bench Mews on your opponent's bench. On to the next 2 packs. So, card number 4 in our most anticipated cards for Lost Origin is Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, coming in at 270 HP with Tickling Curse for 2 colorless energy. It does 50 damage for each of your Pokemon in play that has any damage counters on it. So this has a lot of potential to rack up a high hitting attack. So the next logical question would be, how do we get damage counters onto Zoroark? A few cards come to mind, especially the new Gengar in Lost Origins. With its Netherworld ability, it can come back, respawn from the dead, and at the cost of 3 damage counters put onto Gengar. One more way that comes to mind is the Gapejaw Bog Stadium card, which allows you to stick damage counters onto your basic Pokemon every time they're put onto the bench. So Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, not the most tanky card in the world, but it does have a high potential to rack up a lot of damage. On to our next 2 packs. Ooh, Shift Tree, Fan Tornado. You may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon for 1 Grass Energy 50 damage, and also 1 Grass Energy Tearing Gust 210 damage. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached in the Lost Zone. Seedot. Ooh, Chandler. Oh, Galarian Berserker V. Nice. That's a double pull, that's a Trainer Gallery, Chandelure, and a Galarian Berserker V. I'll be honest, I've never seen these 2 Pokemon before, but we'll take that, my friend. That's a double pull. Onwards and upwards. on to the next anticipated card for Lost Origins. So, as you're all probably aware, we are re-seeing the reintroduction of the Lost Zone into the Pokemon. So, if you're unaware, the Lost Zone is basically an area of the field where if a Pokemon card enters the Lost Zone, they cannot come back out. So, this is very similar to those who played Yu-Gi-Oh! To the Banished Zone. And with the Lost Zone, we also see a whole host of other cards which play on this game mechanic, some of which are very powerful indeed, one of which is the third card on this list of most anticipated cards in Lost Origin, Mirage Gate. So Mirage Gate is an item card. You can only use this card if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone. That sounds like a big sacrifice, and yes, it most definitely is, but let's not forget how powerful this card is. So you can search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. Guys, let's not forget, this is an item card. Very good indeed. In my opinion, not bad at all, and has a lot of potential to be used in the current meta. This is an insane energy acceleration, especially for those decks who utilize 2 different types of energy. And as we'll see later in this list, one Pokemon in particular does use 2 different types of energy to great effect. Let's get on to our next 2 packs. Electric, Gastrodon, Syndrona, Power Stone. Attach up to 2 fighting energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. Not bad at all for a basic Pokemon, 1 basic energy. So coming in at number 4 is Hisuian Goodra V-Star. Hisuian Goodra V-Star, very excited for this card. I think it opens up a whole load of deck opportunities for those defensive type players. So Goodra is a V-Star Pokemon coming in at 270 HP with the rolling iron attack. So for 1 water energy, 1 metal energy, and 1 colorless basic energy, it does 200 damage, and during your next turn, attacks to this Pokemon does 80 less damage. So as you can imagine, this Pokemon is quite tanky, but with the Rolling Iron move, it also reduces damage by 80 on its next go. Combine that with the full face guard or the new Radiant Gardevoir, which reduces attacks from Pokemon V to any of your Pokemon by 20, and you have yourself a very tanky Pokemon. I think this card does have a lot of potential to be worked into the current meta as a defensive stalling type deck. Onto our last 2 packs. Can we get that Giratina or maybe an Aerodactyl V alternate art? Bloom, Ariados. Third, last pack of the day. Paris. Ooh, what's this? Senki Scorch V. Radiating heat. You may discard an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon for 20 damage. Burning Train, 4 fire energy, 180 damage. We do have one more in line. Ooh, nice. That's a pretty sick artwork, man. That's a trainer gallery. Lovely. I am enjoying this pull rate, man. That's one thing I was very skeptical about buying into the set. So the last set, Pokemon Go, it was very expensive. We did get a rare card for each pack open, but as I said, it was a very expensive set. The set before that, Astral Radiance, I'll be honest, the pull rates in that were... You can watch our Astral Radiance box opening. I'll link that above. Not the best set in the world. This was quite nice. So my personal star of the set is obviously, yep, you know it, Giratina V-Star. So for 280 HP V-Star Pokemon, it does Lost Impact, which for a Grass Energy, 1 Psychic Energy, and a Colorless Energy, it does 280 damage. Put 2 energy cards attached to your Pokemon into the Lost Zone, which in itself is quite a powerful attack. But what we're really looking at, and what most of us should be scared about, the attack which has a lot of potential to be abused in the current meta, is Star Requiem. For 1 Grass Energy, 1 Psychic Energy, you can use this attack only if you have 10 or more cards in your Lost Zone. Your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. Guys, think about that. How insane is that? As I said, there is a lot of potential for this card to be used to extremely powerful effects, and I'm very excited as to what kind of decks people come up with. So in 10 packs of Lost Origins, we pulled a Drapion V-Star, 1 Galarian Berserker V, a lovely Sentiscorch V Trainer Gallery. That's some pretty insane artwork, I like that. and Chandelier Trainer Gallery. Before we end the video, I want to give a shout out to 3 other bonus cards in my most anticipated cards of Lost Origin. That would be number 1, Sableye. I think this card has a lot of potential to be used in conjunction with other cards. I'm looking at its attack Lost Mine in particular. So for 1 Psychic Energy, you can use this attack only if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone, which is quite a lot to be honest in the Lost Zone, but you do get to put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. There's a lot of potential here to snipe those pesky Mews away and other cards in your opponent's bench. Number 2, we do have Gengar. Again, a single prize Pokemon. Its Never Wild Gate ability allows you to, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put this Pokemon into your bench. If you do, put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon. So this Never Wild Gate ability makes for a quick and efficient way to get your Pokemon into play with damage counters. So logically speaking, this would go well with the Hisuian Sorrowwalk V-Star. It would also go well with any Pokemon attack which relies on you having to get evolution Pokemon out. For example, the single prize Torterra from Brilliant Stars could go well with this Gengar. And finally, we do have the alternate art Aerodactyl V. This is my personal favorite. I mean, look at this card. The card isn't here on the list for its playability. It's more here for its aesthetic value. I mean, guys, come on, look at this card. It's basically like a combination of Jurassic Park, Pokemon Snap, if you ever played that on the N64, and Pokemon, obviously. It's a beautiful, stunning card indeed. Guys, that's 10 packs of Lost Origins opened with my 5 most anticipated cards. I hope you liked that video, and just to remind everyone, these cards will be put into the pot for our next giveaway, which we shall be announcing very soon. If you do enjoy this content and if you do like giveaways, then please be sure to smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next giveaway. From the team at Pecs and Pokedex, we'll see you next time. Oosh.